Censorship is alive and well.
Hey guys, before I get into today's video, here's a shout out for this video's sponsor. When the shit hits the fan and the power goes out, one of the things you're going to need is an ultra bright flashlight and a power bank to charge your devices. This is the indoor-outdoor light bug work light. It's got a solar panel to turn sunlight into storable, usable energy, or you can charge it with a regular wall outlet. The adjustable bracket allows you to hang it, hold it in your hand, or get the perfect light angle on a table. It comes in handy for car repair, fishing, hunting, and camping. And check this out. I fully charged this thing, turned it on, and left it on the counter, and it shined for over 5 hours. Grab a couple of them for family and friends. Your link is in the description. Apparently, Dan Bongino lost his ability to stream or upload videos for the next 7 days because he violated ScrewTube's terms of service. Says Dan Bongino temporarily suspended from YouTube over you know what misinfo, Fox News, and conservative media mogul, says Daily Beast. Dan Bongino will not be owning the libs. Bongino, by the way, this guy is a huge part of the problem too. Just like Hassan Piker or, you know, I'm just picking Hassan Piker, the Young Turks, Ethan Klein on the other side. And then you got Dan Bongino and Fox News and Sean Hannity and all that stuff. These guys continue to propagate the very thing that keeps us in the cycle of slavery. Owning the, I want to own the libs. I want to own the, I'm going to own the conservatives. On YouTube for at least 1 week after being hit with his first strike on the platform. On Friday evening, a YouTube spokesperson told the Daily Beast the video platform had cited Bongino's channel for violating their you-know-what misinformation policy, and they said, we removed a video for violating our policies on you-know-what misinformation, specifically for comments that ritualistic shame muzzles are useless, resulting in a first strike on the channel. Well, depends on what you're talking about, because you remember I was trying to find, if you guys can find the clip, there's a clip of Leana Wen saying that basically that same thing, that cloth masks are useless and they're basically just face decorations. This is one that I did find. Listen to what Leana Wen says about ritualistic shame muzzles. Now, she's saying this on CNN, so of course, Susan Wojcicki and ScrewTube aren't going to issue them a community guideline strike. No, not CNN. That's our top shelf authoritative source. How would we look if we turned on our own people? Listen to Leana Wen. This is the carrot lady. Remember, she has, somebody's got to dangle a carrot of tyranny in front of somebody so that the pill of tyranny can go down the slave's throats just a little bit easier.
Cloth masks are not appropriate for this pandemic. It's not appropriate for Omicron. It was not appropriate for Delta, Alpha, or any of the previous variants either, because we're dealing with something that's airborne.
So that's Leana Wen, but she can say that. Dan Bongino can't say that. And this is all the left versus right paradigm lie, dog and pony show, circus under the big top, while the clowns sit there and juggle their little knives and fork sets, resulting in the first strike on the channel. The spokesperson told the Daily Beast. Further, the video platform temporarily removed Bongino's channel from their partner program and suspended monetization for repeatedly violating our advertiser-friendly guidelines. Well, welcome to the club, Dan. Thanks for championing my cause back in May of 2018 when they economically decimated me on YouTube. Yeah, nobody cares about it until it happens to them, though. As The Hill first reported, the initial strike against Bongino's channel, which boasts over 869,000 subscribers, corresponded with a 1-week suspension from posting. Bongino didn't immediately return. So you got a bunch of hypocrisy going on there, because Leana Wen basically said what Bongino said about, hey, those things aren't, they ain't working. Those cloth things ain't working. But if you're a certain kind of person who's, kind of got a certain kind of ideology, well, you can't say that on that platform. Remember when government said, no, we will never use this planned organized partial shutdown of the U.S. economy to monitor our citizens? Well, check out what's coming out here from the Canadian health officials. They were forced to admit that they secretly accessed the cell phone location data of 87% of Canadians, I bet it's more, to monitor their movement during the pandemic. with no consent, of course. Listen to this.
The Public Health Agency of Canada confirmed media reports just before Christmas that it had secretly accessed location data for 33 million mobile devices to monitor the movement of Canadians during COVID-19. That number represents roughly 87% of the population who were spied on without any knowledge that the government was accessing their data.
33 million people tracked and monitored and traced by their government.
Public Health Agency of Canada officials were forced to admit this had occurred after a request for proposal was published with a call for interest in continuing a program of collecting data for up to 5 more years. The public health...
That's just insane. Now, we should already take as a, this is just a given in life that if you have a cell phone, if you're connected to the internet in any kind of way, you are being tracked, you're being traced, your movements are being monitored. But for them to, I can't even believe, it's hard to believe that they even came out and admitted this. But this is something that you already know that's happening, but they're going to say, hey, for the sake of public safety, we have to do this to you because we're the government and we care about you. It's just, it's evil stuff. And the only way we can nip this in the bud is to stop being evil ourselves and stop consenting to this kind of stuff and applauding it and voting for it and supporting it.
Hey guys, we know with the way things have been going, it can get really interesting really quick. So make sure you and your family have a long-term storable food supply. Support the channel and get $50 off with my link in the description while you still can.